Hi there, this is Lisa from the Backward Glance, and I have another What Sold Quickly video for you. I am a full-time reseller on eBay only. I sell mainly clothing, both men's and women's, so that's what you're going to see in these videos. And if you've seen any of my past videos, you know that I throw a lot of numbers at you, numbers that I get when I check comps on eBay that help me determine whether items are likely to sell quick. I decided not to do that for this video, and I'll let you let me know if you prefer that I give you those numbers. I think what I'll do is make a separate video at some point on how I check comps and how I interpret the numbers so that I make sure I'm getting a good percentage of items that are likely to sell quickly. But today I'm just going to go into 10 items that sold quickly. I consider quickly to be within the first 30 days of listing. So these items sold within 30 days from my eBay store. And then I have a bonus item for you at the end. Today, by the way, is the 7th of May, 2019. So the first item I'm going to share with you is this outdoor research jacket. It was called the Deviator Hoodie. And this is a brand that I believe I've seen before and haven't really paid attention to. So now I will be paying attention to this brand. If you don't know what the tag looks like, I can get that pulled up here for you. And when I first picked this up, I kind of thought I would sell it for maybe $28, and then it turned out that this style was a little bit more sought after. So when I got home, I found this style tag on it, which was nice. There we go. Women's Deviator hoodie, and realized I could get a little bit more for it than I thought. So that was nice. This jacket I paid $5.59 for, sold it for $48, and that sold on the same day that I listed it. Next up is a brand that my partner actually clued me into. He has picked up men's shirts in this brand before. So I came across this, which was a women's shirt, and it had a style name called Amira. The brand is called Roar. And they're all these Western shirts that are kind of colorful and blinged out. So I paid just $1 for this shirt and sold it for $24, and that took 13 days. And I'll show you the tag on that one. Kind of reminds me of like a Robert Graham type of thing, really obvious when you see it. They don't sell for a ton of money, but they do seem to have a following and sell consistently, so something to keep an eye out for. Here is a shirt in a brand that I love that I usually get a lot more for, and this is an example of a shirt that had a terrible sell-through rate. So when I found the style name Ionic, I looked that up. The sell-through rate was not good, but it was inexpensive to me, and I sell this brand so much that I decided to take a chance on it. Sometimes when I find items with bad sell-through rates, I actually will just mark them a little bit lower, especially, like I said, when they're brands that I do normally sell. So I just make my pricing very competitive and hope that I can still flip them. And this is an example of that. So I only paid $2.15 for this shirt, and I did flip it for $18. That took 24 days. And if you're not familiar with this brand, Cool is generally a good brand to look out for, and a lot of their items will sell for a lot more than $18. Here's their logo. When it's in a heart, that means you're looking at a woman's item, and for the men's, I think it's just in a circle or a square or something like that. Their men's stuff tends to have a little higher sell-through rate than their women's stuff, just as a note. The next two items are basically the same. I got them at the same time. So these are AG jeans, Adriano Goldschmied, and these were the Nikki Relaxed Skinny. This pair was a size 27 medium wash, kind of dark medium, and they sold for $34. I paid $5.59, and this pair sold in 11 days. Here is the AG tag, if you're not familiar with that, and then they almost always have a style name somewhere on the waistband, which is really nice. Not every style of AG jeans has a good sell-through rate, but this pair did. Usually their skinny ones do, but I do recommend, until you know which ones sell well, go ahead and look up the comps and make sure you're looking at the sell-through numbers, not just the prices or anything like that. And I'll show you the other pair that I sold. So this pair was one size lower, so a 26, and these were a dark wash, and they took 5 days to sell. I also paid $5.59 for those, sold them for the same price, $34. If you find AG jeans in men's, almost all of those have a good sell-through rate, but in women's you do want to be a little bit pickier. Next is an item with an absolutely horrendous picture, but they still sold quickly for me. So these were Lululemon's men's commission pants. First time for me finding this style, but if you've seen any of my other videos, you have probably seen me sell Lululemon men's. Really, really high sell-through rate on that. So this pair actually still had the hang tag inside. It was a little bit beat up, but there you go. You will not find the style name on the hang tag. You still have to do research, and sometimes it can take a while because there are a lot of Lululemon styles out there. So just a note. I paid $5.59 for these and sold them for $60 in 3 days. These had a moderate amount of wear, which I put in my listing. Just general kind of wash wear. They didn't feel crisp and new, but nothing really wrong with them. So next up, here's a brand that was new to me. I kind of recently stumbled across, and I actually have 2 items in this video from this brand. This happens to be a collaboration with J. Crew, so Universal Standard with J. Crew. Universal Standard does vanity sizing, so this was a Universal Standard size small, a J. Crew size extra large, and Universal Standard small, they define that as a 14-16. So mostly a plus size brand. They do actually make non-plus size, but those will be marked like extra, extra, extra small, down to like 5 extra small or something like that. Anyway, probably better when you're picking up their plus size stuff, because I think that's what they're really known for. This top was new with tags, which was really nice. It was a linen blend, and I paid $5.58 for it. Sold it for $36, and it took 4 days to sell. So here's the Universal Standard for J. Crew tag there, so you can see that. Definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. I think it's pretty new on the market. Here's a brand, Beta brand, that I talked about in my brands that I'm looking for this year. I was stoked to find this dress, and extra stoked that it was a size 2XL. I had a little quandary on doing comps for it because this brand is really known for they call them dress yoga pants, and they're basically like a pull-on comfortable pant that is dressy enough that you can wear it to work without people thinking you're in yoga pants. So I hadn't really come across dresses, but I came across 2 of these 2XL dresses, 2 different styles, and there weren't enough comps to really know what I should price them at. I don't think anybody had them in a high size like this, so I kind of made up a price, and on this item I actually ended up making an offer to my watchers and sold it for $42, so this price is not what I got for it. I'm still really happy with that. I paid $5.56 for it. Like I said, got 42. That took 28 days. Both of my Beta brand dresses, the other one is still listed, got a lot of views and watchers, and like I said, I just didn't really have enough comps to price it confidently. So I might have shot a little bit high with this. Who knows, if I had waited, maybe I would have gotten that, but I like to sell things quickly. That is part of my business model, so I'm happy with that. Oh, and let me show you. Because this was reversible, it actually didn't have a tag in the back, but what I ended up seeing was this, and I recognized this as Beta brand. I don't know if it's like a little butterfly made out of 2 bees, if that's what that's supposed to be. And then between the layers of the dress, I did end up finding this tag, and this is what you'll normally see on something that's not reversible, or if you find the pants, I think it's usually just printed on the back. And there we go. So definitely a brand to look out for. I've personally, I think, sold their dress yoga pants 3 times. I found them in 3 different thrift stores. Um, you know, maybe within the past 4 or 5 months. So they're out there, they're common enough, and I think a lot of sellers just don't know about it yet. Next up is this new with tags Lily Pulitzer top, and this had a style name which was Bennett. It has a pineapple print on it, and this one sold really quickly, so I paid $5.58, sold it for $48 on the same day that I listed it. And most of you are probably familiar with Lily Pulitzer. There is the hang tag that was on it, and that's what you'll see generally as her signature, kind of matches the tag that was in the back there. And here is the 10th item, and then I'll go into the bonus item. So again, this brand, Universal Standard. Remember, like I said, they do their vanity sizing, so this was a size small, which actually is a 14-16, and this dress was called Petite Avenir. I don't have any clue how to pronounce that second word, actually, but go ahead and show you the tag again on this because it's a little different than the one that was on the J. Crew. Like I said, I think this brand is fairly new to the market, so be on the lookout. There are not a lot represented on eBay, so we as sellers should get it up there so the buyers can find it. Paid $4.25 for this dress, sold it for $54, and it took just 3 days to sell. And then the bonus item that I wanted to share with you today did not sell within 30 days. These took 33 days to sell, I believe. But they are these Nayat sandals. And the real reason that I wanted to show them to you is that for me they were a new brand. I haven't really seen them pop up in anybody else's videos. Disclaimer, obviously I don't watch every video that's out there, and I'm sure there's other sellers that are onto this brand. I have seen it a couple more times, so it's out there. I have not seen it in good enough condition to buy it, so that's what I'm keeping my eye out for. These were obviously high quality when I saw them, made in Israel, super nice leather on them, and the comps looked good, both the sell-through and the prices. I paid just $1 for these at a garage sale. Sold them for $32, and like I said, they took, I think, 33 days to sell. I think that these will generally do well and generally sell fairly quickly based on the numbers, and also the fact that I got a lot of watchers and views on these. I think I had 13 or 14 watchers when they finally sold, and they did sell for my full asking price, so that is great. I hope that you are doing well. I hope your sales are awesome. To be honest, about 2 weeks ago, my sales dropped off, and they're just starting to pick back up again. So that is kind of how eBay goes, but I'm hoping I can make my next video a little sooner for you because, you know, it's nice to get them out there every 10 days or so, and that means I'm selling a lot. So let me know if these videos are helpful for you. Go ahead and subscribe if they are. Any feedback or comments you want to leave me are totally welcome, and I hope that you have a great day. Thanks for watching.